Welcome back to Critterland. Well, it's been a while again, and it's great to be back posting a video. I've got a vintage setup here, and I'll be opening the Bullrush frogs, which I'm very excited about. And for those of you who didn't see my community post a little while ago, my husband passed away suddenly a few months ago from a heart attack, and it just turned my world, our whole family's life upside down. And it's still very fresh. We're still picking up the pieces and miss him very, very much. But he bought me these frogs, and I had been looking at them from Spain, and he knew I wanted them, but I refused to buy them. They were way too expensive. And then one day they showed up in the mail, and I thought that was so sweet. So I thought, I'm going to pull up this footage. I shot this maybe 4 months ago and turn it into a video. So I'll give you a look at these amazing Bullrush frogs, and along the way I'll give you an update on how we're doing and what's been going on around here. So these are the 1991 Sylvanian Families, Tomy UK. The first actually came out between 1987 and 1990 as the Urban Life family, and then later in 1991 as the regular family with almost identical clothes. The mother got an apron, and here's another set where it came as one family instead of individual critters. And then in 2001 to 2004, they were re-released by Flair with whole new outfits. And then in 2005 in the USA as Calico critters, along with the seated and crawling twins. So we'll go back to these guys from 1991. I just think it's so amazing to have the actual critters that were first released, or the early releases of these amazing critters. And I hope that they do re-release the frogs at some point. So this one is Walter Bullrush. He is just so adorable. And over here is the sister frog. This is Lily Bullrush with her cute little pink dress on. And I think the backs of these boxes are all the same or similar. I love that vintage windmill. I don't have any of those ultra vintage buildings. And this is the brother. I love his outfit. Oh my gosh. When these first came in the mail, I was just in shock. I thought I was just over the moon. I actually opened them right away. This is Algernon. And I lined them all up, and oh, they're just so cute. And here is Mother Frog. She's got her beautiful yellow dress with a little embroidered apron. So gorgeous. Lydia is her name. I couldn't remember. And finally, we have one of the babies. So all 5 of these were sold together. And this one has a little discoloration on the face. Comes with that green thing. And I don't think this baby has a name, but it's the baby sister. So that is the entire family, less the baby brother, but we've got the entire family and the baby. And they're going to be living in my vintage urban life country manor, which I think is perfect. Even the colors of this mansion match the colors of the frog's clothing. So I've got it all set up with a lot of my vintage pieces in there. Now, I think this footage was shot maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and since that time I've added many more vintage items. And I'd be really excited to add those to this setup, and in fact I'll shoot a video very soon with my current setup, because I have been doing a lot in my critter room. Now, when my husband passed away, I didn't really go in here very much. Only recently have I actually been getting back into my critters and enjoying my collection and adding to it and stuff. But my niece came into town from Oklahoma a little while ago, and she's also a collector, a big fan, and she wanted to do a video together. And that really, it was so healing for me to get out of my head and be around these critters. And so I want to thank her for that, because it opened me back up to one of the things that I really love, and it's been very helpful for me during this time. So anyway, let's get back to the Bullrush frogs. Here is Walter Bullrush. He is looking very dapper in his little overalls and bow tie, and his color looks really good compared to the other ones you'll see in a minute. But how amazing are these frogs? I think one of the reasons it's so easy to get into collecting calico critters is because their history is so long and they've put out so many different critters and accessories and buildings that it's so easy to just go down a rabbit hole with it. And here's Lydia. You can really see that influence of the urban life dresses because it looks like a lot of the other urban life family dresses. And it looks like it is the same size as the regular critters, so it looks big on her because you can see their feet are little. And I love the shape of the frog feet. They have a little curve to them. Isn't that cute? So chunky. Very cute. And she's got a little bit of discoloration. You can see some spots on her green fur. And apparently this happens with this type of color. With these frogs in particular, they do tend to yellow in random places, even in the box. And here is Algernon in his most adorable little outfit. He is just so cute. I remember opening these and showing them to my husband, Tony, and he just was so patient, like, oh yeah, very cool. You could tell that he just, he didn't get it, but he got it. He got that I love these things, and he just always wanted me to be happy. And I think if I were married to any other man, he would probably be very annoyed with this obsession, but Tony got it. And I love him for that. And here is the mother. This is Lydia, her beautiful yellow dress and apron. She is pretty clean on her face without any spots. Very beautiful. And I also want to thank all of you for your lovely comments. I'm sorry I'm so behind on the updates and everything, but I just want to thank you for all of your condolences and well wishes. And I also want to let you know that we're doing okay. We've got an amazing support system. We've got an enormous church and neighborhood community and friends and family, giant family. And we've just had an outpouring. So many people have been coming over and sending gifts. And so we've got a lot of support, and the kids are doing as well as can be expected. And here's the little baby. She does have a little bit on her mouth there, a little discoloration. I wish she had a name. Suppose I could give her a name. Kermit's already taken, plus that's a boy's name, but if you think of a name, let me know. And I'm also showering the kids with tons of attention, and we're all getting grief counseling, except the youngest. Mary is only 6, but I'll get her in counseling when she's a little older. And this baby came with a little vintage crib. This is plastic, even though it looks wood, and that old style bottle. But God is good, and He's very good when times are hard. So we're holding on to that, and we really are being carried. So I just want to thank you all for your kindness and support. And please know that we are doing well, and we're doing better and better each day. We have each other, and we have a lot of love. And we're just so grateful for the wonderful blessing that Tony was in our lives for so long, and that he'll continue to be, just in a different way, going forward. So I'll give you a look on the inside of the house, and they have visitors. The flop-eared rabbits will be in the house with them. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.